Afternoon and welcome. So we've just had the second budget of 2021 and we've had lots of talk about levelling up, but quite frankly I'm amazed by the lack of content in it on tax, although as we know there may well be some more detail that becomes apparent in the budget documents that should be released in about half an hour hopefully. The main tax highlights of the speech where we've been waiting for the residential property developers tax, an announcement on the profit limit. He gave that, it's going to be 25 million and the rate will be 4%. That is essentially to pay for unsafe cladding removal. Creative tax relief for museums and galleries has been extended and doubled for the arts sector. There was a change for the pension regulatory charges cap mentioned to free up investment. I'll be interested to see what exactly that means because it was quite a throwaway comment and he just didn't expand on that at all. Research and development relief, they're going to expand the definition of qualifying costs, include cloud computing and data costs to modernise the system effectively. And from April 2023, it is going to be focused on UK activities. Air passenger duty, there's going to be a lower rate for UK internal flights and increased rate for ultra long haul flights. Good news on the annual investment allowance. The £1 million allowance is going to be extended past December to March 2023. There was quite a few announcements on small business rates reform. The revaluations are going to take place every 3 years from 2023, and there will be a new property investment relief for property improvements, essentially, which will give a 12-month relief. The multiplier has been cancelled for next year, and there'll be another 50% discount for retail, hospitality and leisure for 1 year period. Alcohol duty, quite a bit on that, not surprisingly. It will be a simpler system and it will be based on the strength of the alcoholic drink, and sparkling drinks will be brought in line with the still equivalents. There'll be a new draft relief, so there'll be a 5% cut for that, which will be good for the pub industry. He seems to think that drinking in pubs is safer than drinking at home. He's clearly not been to some of the same pubs that I have, but okay. And the alcohol duty increase has been cancelled. The fuel duty increase has also been cancelled. And he has announced an increase in the national living wage of 6.6% to £9.50 an hour. And good news for working families on universal credit, the taper for additional income from work has been decreased from 66% to 55%. So that was about all that was actually announced in the speech on tax. What we already know, of course, is that corporation tax is potentially going up for profits over £50,000 from April 2023. The 1.25% increase on all national insurance and dividends from April 22 for the health and social care levy. He did mention in his speech, but gave no further increase or anything like that for the 130% super deduction for new, not used, equipment bought by companies up to March 2023. We also know that the 12.5% VAT rate for hospitality will be coming to an end on the 31st of March 2022. And we do, of course, still have the 100% first year allowance for zero emission cars and vans. So don't forget about that one. And can I just issue a reminder that there is now a 30-day return required and payment to be made for capital gains tax purposes for UK resident individuals disposing of residential property. We're still finding that some people are not aware of this and being caught out for penalties. So that's where we are at the moment. As always, we will review the budget in detail and you will receive a full summary booklet from Tina in the early hours, no doubt, before you wake up tomorrow. So thank you for joining us and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.